every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 237th day of my challenge, where I'm gonna try the next recipe in line from the ones I've skipped before, which is peach crisp. Now, if you're anything like me and you're not truly familiar with the crisp idea, because it's really not that popular, I mean, this would be an understatement actually. Like, you cannot find anything similar to that in Lithuania or Turkey or Iran, so this was a really fresh and new concept to me. So I best could describe it as a crazy fresh jam topped with something crispy on the top. It's really good. If you like homey, warm, like this, I don't know, like, what's the word? Like really cozy kinds of desserts, then this is the kind for you. I love the apple crisp, so I'm pretty sure that the peach crisp will be as good. So before moving on into the ingredients and into trying out this recipe for the first time, I do want to mention the peaches themselves, because Laura uses them, well, quite small. She uses quite small peaches. I couldn't really find small, so I just bought what I could find, which were these really quite like normal sized, big sized ones. So I'll just use 5 of those instead of 10 small, but I think other than that, I have everything, which is really unusual and really exciting for me. So now let's go over the ingredients and let's get started. We're gonna need 10 small or 5 big fresh peaches, pitted and quartered, and I'm gonna actually cut each quarter in half as well. 50 grams of brown sugar, 20 grams of flour, a small lemon, that is a zest, and juice of quarter of it. And for the topping, we're gonna need 140 grams of flour, 100 grams of butter cut into little pieces, 70 grams of oats, 60 grams of brown sugar, 40 grams of almonds, 1 tablespoon of water, half a teaspoon of baking powder, quarter of a teaspoon of salt, and quarter of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and some vanilla ice cream for serving. I'm not really sure about the necessity of this particular step, just because I am gonna bake the peach crisp in the oven for 45 minutes, so the nuts will have, well, quite a lot of time to roast, but Laura did it, so I'm gonna do it as well. But if you have any idea whether this particular step will give any impact on the nuts, having in mind I will bake them later for 45 minutes in the oven, let me know. But again, Laura did it, I'm gonna do it. So here I have a dry skillet, which I'm gonna preheat over medium heat, and add the nuts, and while stirring constantly, I'm gonna toast them for 5 minutes. And now I'll coat the peaches with the smaller amounts of flour, sugar, lemon zest, and lemon juice. Okay, now I feel it's time to end, just because they started running away from me. So now I'm gonna add them into a baking dish, which actually can be just whatever, a pie plate, a casserole dish, or something like this, what I'm gonna use today. So I'm gonna add my peaches there and then go turn on my oven to preheat to 190 degrees. Now in the same bowl, because I mean, why not? It's the same dish and you will need 1 less bowl to wash, right? So I'm gonna start mixing the topping. I'm gonna take flour, oats, brown sugar, all the spices, baking powder, salt, and the cinnamon, and the almonds as well, and just mix them all together. my butter, which I was keeping in the fridge so that it's really cold, because now I'm gonna add it in, and then using my fingers I'm gonna be doing something like so and just distributing butter all throughout this mixture, but I do want the butter still to be in like little pieces. Okay, that looks crispy enough. Now, where's the water? I have so many little plates here and I'm getting so dirty. So I'm gonna add in the water, which is here, the 1 tablespoon of water, mix it in, and this will be the crisp part, which I'm gonna scatter all over the peaches. Okay, now this beautiful thing will go into the oven for 45 minutes. My ice cream is melting so fast. Somehow this day started really cold, quite rainy, and now it's super sunny and oh my god, this is so good. I have a proposition. I will stop talking. Some of you mentioned that I'm quite chatty. I know. And I'll just eat this. What do you say? This is so good. Oh my god. This, I let it cool down quite some time just because it was really hot, and I could tell that from all the bubbling going on. After I took it out, like for some time, it was still like bubbling. Okay, I feel I should choose either talk or eat. Okay, this is so good. I honestly, if you were down for that, I could just shut up and eat. This is so good. So, it's not runny whatsoever, but it will depend on the peaches you use, just because if they're really ripe and they're quite mushy, then you will get more of the liquid on the bottom of the pan. But now I have very little, and it's like syrupy kinda, like that little flour I added really like kinda made it gluey almost. It looks so tasty. The peaches are like so perfect and soft, but you can still see they hold their shape. They have a tiny bit of crunch when you like bite into them. And that topping, I mean, with the almonds, I don't know if toasting them on the pan did anything, but they're so good. So, as I'm already having peach crisp with a side of milkshake, I should be running away, but man, it's really good. If you have some peaches, try out this recipe. Like, first of all, your home smells amazing. Second of all, you can use up any ice cream you have, and it's just so good. Okay, now running away, because really, I have a teeny tiny bit of ice cream left, I see there. So you want, go check the original recipe by Laura there. The written recipe is in the description box down below, as always, in both American and the metric system, just because I am converting every single recipe try into the metric system to help out my metric system friends. Ruta, don't eat it in front of camera. Enough. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.